Hello traders, welcome to today's video. It is Thursday the 31st of August and this is your Bitcoin 5-minute update. But before we get started with that, very quickly, it is the 31st of August, which means tomorrow we are going into September, which means that tomorrow our summer sale 30% off discount will be ending. So if you are interested in joining the crew, today is your last day to get 30% off crew membership for the next 3 months. In order to take advantage of this offer, very simply, you can go over to the Discord and this gives you all the information in the the announcements section if you go over there and read this. However, if you go over and visit toroscrypto.com, then you can just click join the crew. Over here, this will take you over to WAP, click subscribe, and when this loads, you go add promo code, put in the code summer sale, apply, and as you can see, that takes that $99 down to $69.30. So that will be applied for the next 3 months if you would like to sign up. So enough of that, just mentioning it because it is the end of the month. You don't go asking me again if you miss out on it today. Right, let's get back to the chart. So yeah, as expected, really, price now at 27,200, which is kind of what we've been saying for quite some time. Okay, we know how price loves to come into these key contextual levels at the end of the month. Okay, we've seen it happen before with, on this occasion back here, where we were looking at price, can it break above the close from back in August? We've seen situations again previously where are we going to get a close above here in order to get an open and close, the highest open and close of the year? And once again, were we looking when price was down at that 26k, we were either looking for a move down towards that 23 or a move up towards 27,200, and the move up is what we've had. So our bias was correct. We have had that move up and we now find ourselves just sat around that monthly level. If we go down onto the lower time frames, then we can have a look at this. Okay, big move up that came up into pretty clear resistance for ourselves. All right, so if we just zoom out again, we add a fixed range volume profile onto this. This is the point of control of the entire range. What we also had there was a nice order block on the way down that then caused a rejection, and there's some other confluence around there as well. It was, well, actually, let me just say what the other confluence is. So if you're going to go from high to low over here, golden pocket, okay, and if you're going to go from our actual high of the year so far, it is the 0.5. So plenty of confluence there. There's also some VWAP stuff going on with that, but I won't go into too much more detail on that right now. Now, so far we've just had a bit of a just slow bleed down. However, that downtrend does seem to be losing that momentum. There is the potential here for you pattern traders out there. We could be seeing a nice lower inverse head and shoulders that could give us a break back towards the upside. Now, that is possible, but as I say, I do feel that we get some kind of close around that monthly level. It just happens so often, so I'm not expecting big moves today. If we are to see a move up, then I think that could be retraced quite quickly. And in the same time, if we're looking at a small move down, then once again, bring it back into that midpoint, that monthly level being the key level on the chart right now. If we just add our daily levels onto here, if we are to get a slightly bigger move, okay, we can see price right now just hovering around the daily open. And as of yet, well, so far today, until very recently, actually, it's been holding this VWAP. So VWAP's been pretty good, right? So yesterday, okay, you had that quick spike above the VWAP. You lost it. You come back into VWAP and daily open. So that VWAP open drive playing out, and at no point throughout the whole day was that VWAP lost. It was just causing that downtrend through the whole day. And you could have been holding short basically from the start of the day all the way up until the end, with your take profit levels, obviously with spikes of volume. So there at New York Open would have been a good opportunity to take profit on any short. At the same time, like with these standard deviations from the VWAP, once again containing price within them, so no further than getting between that second to third standard deviation. And once again, we see a similar situation today. So VWAP's working really well, volume's working really well, so the POCs, and that's basically all you need to be trading right now. Those are the kind of conditions we have. Very algorithmic, very bot driven, which they like the VWAPs, they like to hug into volume, and if there is any draw away from that, then they just quickly get attracted back into those areas of balance. Now, should we see a break up out of this with any significant volume, then it's still pretty similar. Okay, this was the main area of resistance we were looking at yesterday. I would still consider that to be kind of key. Okay, you've got like 3 highs up here, so that 27,500 level, important. You've got some local liquidity over here, so if we just add on the volume sessions, that's the high of the close session, nothing too significant, but London and New York highs would definitely be of interest today. And if we do head up slightly higher than that, then that will bring us up into, we're obviously a little bit lower now, but then we have daily level up here, so the previous day open at 27,700, and just above that we do have those Asia highs with a 15-minute OB just above there. So we'd either be looking at rejection from the daily level or going slightly higher, which is actually where my alert is, at 27,780. If we were to see a move down, I think a move down is a little bit less likely at this stage. We did that yesterday. The Nasdaq and the ES had decent pullbacks and then continued to move on higher. They're both looking very strong. Bitcoin was showing relative weakness against them. But I do think that now that we've seen that this corrective move come to some kind of conclusion and starting to go flat, you would be looking for a move back up at this stage. If, however, we do lose this, then again, you got local lows from yesterday. At that stage, it starts to get a little bit sketchy. It would be a surprise to me to see that happen at the end of the month. We'd maybe be looking more into, let's start the beginning of September, let's keep it in a range, and then let's wipe all of this out like very early in September. But it's not the kind of area you want to be getting caught up in. Okay, down here, we've seen the speed of the move down. We've seen the speed of the move up. And if we are to drop any further than this, I mean, yesterday started looking a little bit sketchy, but 27K was acting as nice support, then yeah, you would at that stage be looking to go all the way back down to that $26,000 level. When it comes to the TPO chart, EXO charts and everything, we can have a look on that. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Let's go over here. Previous day point of control, okay, 27,900. Let me just make sure that's all loaded up correctly. That's not the previous day point of control. I've only just opened up the chart here, so let's bear with me. There we go. That's what we're looking at. Previous day point of control, okay, 27,410. The day before that was 27,900. So a couple of levels again, both to the upside. An okay buying tail from yesterday. And then of course we do have, if this was to SFP previous day low, the start of the single prints down here at 26,900. At this stage, I do think that we've had enough of a drop, and if we do get caught within those single prints now, then we're likely to see it run the whole way through. So yeah, on that note, I think that is everything for today. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, bye bye.